Okay, so I have a basic, just generic kind of model here. It's just this little cabin I whipped together. So there's what's a concrete wall, glazing across the front, you know, a bed, some chairs. You enter through here, door, and big view window, right? So this is just a quick demo project. So the way you would go about doing a sun study on this is I would first go to view, and then I would make a 3D view, which takes you to this, right? The end result is going to be, you know, this, and we can preview it, but you start out by making just a generic 3D view, right? If you go to of course, now I'm not going to be able to find what it is I'm looking for. Okay, first and foremost, go to your 3D view. Right down here is your sun path, right? Turn sun path on. So we're going to use a specified project location, and that's going to bring up this dialog box, right? Or this sun diagram.
Now, the default location, is that a certain place, or is it wherever you are?
It defaults to Boston for some reason. So if you go to manage, and then you go to, it's actually this little mark up here. Hopefully I'm connected to the internet, but now we're going to define exactly where this lives, right? So it's going to bring up this dialog box. And this one, I have it located in Park City, just because that's where I was anticipating this to be. But if you're connected to the internet, you can just zoom out.
This is amazing.
Take this little marker, drag it down to Bluff, and locate it basically right where the project lives. Okay? And then click OK. And that was a pretty minute adjustment, so you're not going to see that sun path change all that much. But if you go from like Anchorage to Bluff, you'll see this sun path actually change. Okay. So then you go over here to shadow settings, turn them on, and you can actually, if you right click, click on sun setting, click on the sun, go up to sun settings, and this is where you define the parameters of the time of the year, right? So if I want to look at it in the summer solstice, click on the summer solstice. You can do this as a still. You can also do it as a single day. And if you want to run a sun study as an animation, you can click on sunrise to sunset. 1 day solar study, or let's do the summer solstice, right? And I want to do it from sunrise to sunset. So we've got June 21st, 2010. I don't know that the year matters, but you can change the year, right? I want to run it sunrise to sunset. My ground plane's at level 1. I'm going to hit OK. And then if I go back here to the sun settings, I've got this little menu bar, right? Preview solar study. It's going to bring up my controls for the frames, and now I can play it. And you can actually export this as a video file, or you can go frame by frame, right? So here's 9:59 a.m. on the summer solstice. How's my south side doing? Still shaded. This is getting hammered. This is doing okay, right? So the overhang actually does okay, right? And at any point in here, you can do a file export, images, right? I can save out an image as a JPEG, and you've got all your descriptors right here. Okay. So let's say I want to look at this now for the winter solstice, right? So I just go back here, I go to sun settings, I change to winter solstice sun study. If I want to run the whole thing, I leave it like that, right? Hit apply. And now it's changed the path of the sun based on bluff, right? So far, how's it doing?
Hammered.
Right? But this is December 21st, so not too bad. There's some adjustments I would want to make, but for the most part, you know, you can at least get an understanding of how the south facade's doing, right?
At least it's warm enough the inside right there, right?
Yeah, for sure. And you can change the view within this actual sun study too. And then go by hour, and if you look right here, right, here's the actual time, 2:47 on December 21st. Okay. That seems pretty straightforward. So I'm going to call that good, at least for now.